Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm Ahab, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Football Manager 2020 Deportivo La Coruña. And we are a couple of weeks into our second season, in which we were promoted to the first division. And let's just take a look at the season thus far, if you haven't watched the previous episode. So we annihilated Bilbao right off the bat. We had a tough game against Madrid, which we did better than I expected. Then we beat Eibar, drew against Valladolid, and had a good game against Levante. And for this episode, we're going to have two games, one against Barcelona, which should be a loss, and hopefully I can spring back with a home game against Athletico Pamplona. That's a 3-day difference, so we'll see how that goes here. A couple of updates on the tactics side. I was running a couple versions of the Maves, which is from Bust the Net, and I've had a lot of success with. But I have noticed a general issue with the roaming playmaker and space up in the AMC area. So what I've done is I've changed the target man to support, and hopefully that helps. I've also added as an alternate, or I've had this as an alternate, but we've been training in it, still unfamiliar. This is for teams that we really should be beating. I want to play a much more attacking, or maybe I'll use this in the last like 10 minutes if we're drawing a game and it's a game we want to win. And then we have another Bust the Net, which is this is Kingstonians. This is Dajits, excuse me. Kingstonians 4-4-2. It's a little bit different than what we're playing right now, and it focuses a lot of play up the left side. That's not something we're going to play for a while. They have to train into it. And then something I brought back in training is mentoring. Now, I'm not using mentoring groups like a lot of folks do, or like maybe they're intended to, but I'm using them as a way to develop the links between players on the field. So, for example, you can see I've got all the strikers in a group, and I've got the wide right in a group, from the defensive right players up to the midfield rights. Wide left, so defensive left and midfield left. Midfield, these are all the midfield players, the players that would play the two midfield locations, and then just defenders. And I've thrown the goalkeepers in with defenders just to see what that does, but we'll see how that goes. One thing I forgot. Oh no, I did put Valor in there. Good. Okay. So, how are we? Guess Ingvartsen. Is that because Vincent just hasn't been playing very well, so I wanted to give him a little bit of a rest, and I wanted to get these other guys in who have a bit more of a history in their actual playing. So, should be able to load Barcelona up here in just a moment. I'll tell you what, I'll get it to the point where we can load up Barcelona, and I will be right back. Okay, and we are back. Looks like it's going to be a breezy 51 degrees, sunny, no rain, which is pretty good. Very good pitch because we're playing at Camp Nou. Only 6,000 out of 99. Ah, well, Sucks to be them. Quick look at the table here. You can see we're not that bad. We're in 10th place, which is not bad for our first season. We're expected to go down. So I told the board and the players that we would avoid going down this season. So let's hope we can maintain that, because I'd really like to keep this season with Coruña going. And even then, I don't know. I might not be able to keep my job. We'll see. But I mean, look at Real Hispalis. 6 wins, no losses. Valencia's on strong. Getafe is on strong. Jeez. It's gonna be a tough it's gonna be a tough season up here in the first division of Spanish soccer. Okay, so I'm playing with Traver, Tabia. That's right. I wanted to give Traver another chance because Borja Galan was not impressing me that much on the right side, and Traver was previously. Keeping Santos in the target man. Ingvartsen has been my alternate for the pressing forward, and now with Edmondson taking a break, I've put Santos in the target man, and I want to see how this goes here. Madran I was using as my roaming playmaker and Marchetti as the carrilero, but I've switched them because supposedly Marchetti, Madran. Oh, I'll tell you what. There we go. That looks a lot better. That looks a lot better. Let's see who should be in this spot. Marchetti's been playing really. Vincente. It's a shame. Vincente is solid player, and so is Ogu. I really have these 3 players here that I just haven't been using that well, and that's really because the Spanish league is balanced with regards to schedule. If you're not in, at least it's balanced. Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious. Is Messi on the bench? No, Messi isn't even on the bench. What am I missing here? We got Suarez, we got Griezmann, Jordi Alba, Easy. Hold on a second. Is Messi injured? Sign Messi, whatever the price. Oh man, 82 million a year. Holy cow. I guess they're just giving him a rest because they don't see us as a it's funny. Oh, they took in Cavani. Edison Cavani was on a free. Neto, Titi, Roberto, Fati. This will be interesting to see how they play this, because this is literally the not literally, but this looks very similar to what Bastonet's 4-4-2 is that he just came up with for Kingstonian, and then I just loaded as an alternate tactic. So we'll see how that goes. All right, dressing room. Let's give something impassioned. Yeah, let's just see if we can motivate them a little bit, because at least have a good time, you know? Tunnel. All right. Thank you. Griezmann is offside. Appreciate that. So they're playing kind of narrow. Save by Wozo. What's this? Status. Why? Attacking, that's not good. It's in the space. Let's turn it off of that. That's fine. You know, for this game, I'm going to distribute to the fullbacks and kind of sucking them out here. So we're going to leave it at pass in the space. All right. See how that goes. All right. More offsides. Let's keep frustrating them, guys. Oh. Yes. More offsides. What was that? All right. I don't mind if they're getting chances, but they're not good chances. Right. Keeper is keeping us in this game, just like he should. Hey, that's a good one. Good idea. Except Kartabi is being a boss. I was really happy with that pass out to Kartabi out here. Just wish she did something better with it. Oh, come on. Yes, he was offside. All right. VAR decision that goes my way. Well, I need to do something about this. Let's go more direct, higher tempo. Because I'm sucking them in, but we're just not getting the ball out. I anticipate a loss here. I just don't want it to be like a 5-0 demolition. That's a day to go and more. Skip that. See it. Sorry, I don't want to see it. All right. Higher defensive line, lower line engagement. What kind of a pass is that? Like, it's like you dink the ball and you're like, here, Barcelona, have the ball back. There we go. Ugh, get it out of our freaking half at least. What? What is that? We're not playing out of defense? Come on. I guess that's the no nonsense back, getting the ball out. Hey, all right. Take that. Take this. A little bit of progress and gets us a corner. Okay. All right, so that's some progress there. We don't get the ball. They don't know what I'm complaining about so much. This is Barcelona. It's a team that is sufficiently mean. Go get the ball. Go get the ball. What are you doing? Get that ball. Run onto it. You're the pressing forward. Aorus was offside. How was that a corner? So I leave these guys on the post because far more often than having the other team getting called offside, they have saved a couple things. It's still frustrating when they don't move and that ball goes right by them, but that's something programmatic in the game. I mean, that looked like some good moves, but Tegan was never going to let that one go. Got to be frustrating them with all the offsides. I'm fine with that. That was an absolute sitter. What the heck does that mean? I mean, it was supposed to be a goal? There we go, Trevor. Put on it. Yes, all right. Thought my left back was just avoiding having to touch the ball. Nice moves there. Nice moves. Santos with a good header. Oh no, Cancelo gets injured. That's not good. Curious. I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. Uh, like a falling, fading header. Ball goes straight up from the defender. All right, halftime. 18 shots for them, 5 for me. 1-0. Still a manageable game. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to say show me something else in the second half. Excuse me. That bad. That bad. And the team talk. Let's start the second half, but let's do this. The early passes. And keep them. Let's try it. Theoretically, we've got two big men in front of the box there, but mixed hasn't really been doing anything. Set to comprehensive, slightly faster. Seeing a lot of updates here because I'm set to comprehensive and I'm doing that. Doing that for your all's benefit. Here we go. All right. Right. Good stop. Good clear. Take it. Oh, please be on side, Santos. Yes. I want to see that pressure being. All right, so Madrana's getting shut down in the middle there, so let's see what I can do to change things up. Let's play. Swap that out back at it originally and see how it goes. Good save. Great save. Keeper is well earning his new contract. Oh no, Suarez injured? Yep, he's injured. For Barcelona. Come on, guys. Get it out. Get it out. Totally mistimed. Saw that coming. Saw that coming. All right, let's see what we can do. Swap out Ingvartsen because he has not been. Let us. Also get Ran here and see if cite something. Somebody in happiness is. See how this goes. Skip. Oh yes. It's gonna happen. Might as well, right? We're losing 2-0. Wait. Jumping reach is atrocious, though. So it's a poor. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, he was way offside. No way. No way Cavani is that fast anymore. It's one thing I don't like about 19 and 20 is that when they first touch the ball, and if it's going to be a goal, it just says it's going to be a like that was pre-programmed by the game to happen. No. All right. Pressure on him. Oh, I gotta switch. Yes. All right. All right. All right. It's a game now. It's a game now. Let's do it. Put it back and forth. Eddie to Ruiz, who puts a cross in, and this is where Traver has been strong last season. Coming in and hitting those shots, except he was hitting bangers out from here. All right, come on, lads. I think these are inverted, right? Traver, it's right foot. Reasonable. It's not side. Tabia is supposed to be on that side, so chance. Just see. Some of my most talent, according to their attributes, talented players now on the playing wingers. It's close. All right, so how have they responded to me changing formation here? Have to. My just give them the frickin' ball. Oh, so slow. Oh, god darn it. Berto intercepts it. Magical ball to Cavani, who just hammers it home. I tried signing Cavani. He just wanted too much money. Offside. Simon caught it. Reception, but it doesn't. It's not working. Come on. Just ridiculous. The Berto PZ bounce off Jong to Cavani, who's sitting unmarked. Unmarked. What are you doing? Sure. Can't run for the ball? Can't run for the ball? That's what frustrates me about this game sometimes is I have these guys who are just down with stats and they don't do things. Here you go, Ter Stegen. You just let me just hand you the ball. Go ahead. You ready for it? Okay, there you go. Didn't want it to be 5-1, and it's 5. Oh, come on. Come on. That was so good. Oh. Like what I'm seeing. The guys are getting into the right spaces. I mean, I don't like what I'm seeing in the defense, but the guys are getting into the right spaces with this 2-4 formation. I'm not going to tell them they did well. Oh. Right. or whatever. All right. Giving up on the team for that. Lost for 2-1 and 3. We're still mid-table after 6 games. I'm happy with mid-table. So think these should be happy at the table. Oh, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to get things to Athletico Pamplona, and I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, and we are back here. We're ready for our match against Athletico Pamplona, and the Barcelona match was a little bit of a concern to me, and you can see the last couple of performances by some of our defenders are concerning to the board, but we still have a B rating, which I'm pretty happy about. They're still happy about that 5-0 destruction of Bilbao at the beginning of the season. Before we hop into the game, though, let me see here, wet. 62 degrees at home. All right, that might play into our favor. Before we hop into our game here, I just wanted to quickly review. I've been looking back over some session recordings that I had for previous episodes and just looking over the history of the team. And I had a bit of indecision before the beginning of the our first division kickoff, really is the way I should call that, where I had a bunch of competition for positions, and I brought on some players for positions as reinforcement, and well, it might cause an issue in the long run because folks aren't getting the playing time they need. An example would be in the center field or in the midfield, in the center midfield position. I've got Gaku Shibasaki, Alvaro Madran, and who else do I have here? I've got Vincente, John Ogu, and Vincent Marchetti, all in the midfield vying for positions. And these are all very capable players, very similar in terms of what their ability and potential are, which I guess at their age isn't necessarily an issue because they're in their late 20s and early 30s. But all of them bring strengths and weaknesses that the others overcome. So it really is a question of what's going on in the game that I need. Now, Gaku Shibasaki was my starting midfield center left player in the last season, in the first season. And he really has some great stats, but currently the position is a roaming playmaker. And the only issue that he really has is his balance, then his bravery and aggression. And the bravery kind of lets us down a little bit. His strength isn't that good either, which isn't necessarily an issue, but it can come into play. On the wings, I'm having a big issue because I've got Cartabia, I've got Jarnson, I've got Akeche, and then I've got Traver. And I had two other players. One I sold, and the other, actually no, I loaned both of them, I think, that are on the wings. And then I have this guy coming up, Juan Luis Valor, who really deserves some playing time when we start the Spanish Cup. I mean, he's 17 years old, and he has just been stat increasing like a champion. And you can see he's playing in the under 19s. His rating, it's his training rating, excuse me. There we go, non-competitive, 837 in his season stats thus far for the U19s, and that's really helping him develop. So we'll see how this season goes. Like I said, I'm a little concerned with the performances here of Ladropolis and Soma. And that was something coming into the season I was concerned about. Soma, not so much as Ladropolis, but we might have to do a full-fledged, I mean, look at this, 6-5 for both of them. Now, part of that, I think, was because I was running a no-nonsense center back here where Chumi is in this particular position. And I'm not sure why, but that defender was pushing up. When we were tucked back against our penalty box, he would push up and challenge where he really shouldn't have. And then on top of that, that same position, no matter who was in it, would launch balls forward to clear them when they really didn't have to. So I changed it to a center defender defense. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to leave the ball-playing defender defense because I'm fine with Soma stepping up occasionally. Really need him to step up into this, I call it the lower midfield or upper defensive half, however you want to refer to it. So here's what we're going to go with lineup-wise, I think. Just make sure here. In light training, oh. He injured himself doing something. So he was a Ugu, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, he came on for 30 minutes because somebody else got injured. Shibasaki has not played at all. And basically what I'm doing here is, yeah, boy, poor Shibasaki. I feel bad for him. Okay, so basically what we have going on here is I'm bringing in players who really haven't played because this game is very quickly after the Barcelona game. This is a home game. It's 2 or 3 games after Barcelona. It's a home game, and I'm hoping we can really really take it to Pamplona here. So that being said, let me just make sure happen with Traver. It's off. Oh, he played most of the Barcelona game, and he got a goal. That's right. He got the goal in the Barcelona game. I think I'm going to have to try to swing him back into this midfield right position. But without further ado, rolling right forward. Yes, I'm very well aware that they might not see out the match. And away we go. So I was watching some of their previous matches, Pamplona, and they have an issue with balls and at the corners of the box, or as with any team in Football Manager, late crosses. So we'll see what goes here, and I'm really gonna have to try and keep the crosses low this game. So, I'm gonna try a bit of a assertive reinforcement here. Say I believe in them because I really do. I think we can get a little bit better form than we've had and really not have to worry about relegation or anything like, or even the battle for relegation. And off we go. All right. All right, so are they playing? Nope. It looks like they're almost playing a back three. There we go, a little bit of over. Come on, guys. You're playing a very curious setup. Yeah, I mean, that was a blatant foul even in the 2D match engine. Let me see here. What do we have here? Mixed crosses. Let's try to keep them low. And have it that. Success. Has the ball on a counter. All right, good job, Valentin. Or should I say my left back. He's got like 5 names, and you have to go into the deep into player information to figure out which name is which. Yes, goal by Akeche from the side. Little back and forth. That was gorgeous.
I'm going to hesitate and say probably a little bit lucky, but let's see here. All right, so Shibasaki, Ogu passes over to Akeche, who heads it back to Shibasaki. Yep, all right, a little back and forth, and that goalie just fail-boated at stopping it. I think a better goalie probably would have stopped that. Certainly Ter Stegen on Barcelona would have just caught that and said, hi-ho, here's a counterattack. All right, 8 minutes into the game. So far, I like what I'm seeing. I've been watching the. That's not a good pass at all. I've been watching my right center back. He's not been stepping up. Oh, what a good stop! Good job, Uzoho. My right center back has not stepped up like he did when he was set to the no nonsense. Now, there's still a little bit of uncertainty going on there with the position, but so far I like what I'm seeing. Offside. Come on, really? Make a smarter decision next time, guys. Jeez, Pete's. Yeah, he's playing a little bit deeper than the ball playing. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, see, on a situation like that, for some reason, the no-nonsense cornerback. Let me pause this for a second. Can I back up for a second and check that out? Let me just guess. I don't know how to do that. In all my years, I've never wanted to back up. We'll see here. Give me 1 second. Play here. Next highlight. Oh well. Yeah, so in a situation where like they were countering and they had the ball running down here in this little green stripe, my two center backs were pacing him. For some reason, the no-nonsense back would step up a little bit and allow one of the attacking players enough space to get an easy shot on goal. Now, also, it could be the fact that we're just playing Pamplona and their attackers aren't necessarily as talented, but that was something that also affected us in the second division. Oh no. Man, I gotta have more faith in our goalkeeper here. He is coming up Millhouse. Come on, guys, get the ball. There we go. And that's one of those situations with Shibasaki where, oh, is that a red card? No, that was very aggressive yellow situation. I thought that was going to be a red for them. So, you know what? Let's do this. Let us leave attacking, but turn off pass to space because I think we're having an issue with that. Pass into space is something that should be used sparingly depending on the situation, or should I say used situationally. It's not something I believe that should be run all the time. Another yellow card for them. Man, they are just fouling across the whole pitch. All right, how's everybody doing? Oh, come on, guys. But demand more here. There we go. Who's that to, Shibasaki? See, that's what happens with Shibasaki, or any player for that matter, when they haven't played at all. Oh, yes. 1-on-1, and we get nuked. Come on. before I do anything else here, let me just change up this corner because so near post. No. We got to stop doing that. We're sending it to the near post every time because they apparently don't know how to not pass right back to somebody who is not offsides. I'm fairly certain this game would be quite a bit different if these guys had more playing time. I think we would be handily beating them. So we'll see what happens in the second half when I need some subs and we bring on some of my regular first teamers. Although Shibasaki's doing well. I like saying his name, Shibasaki. I also like the change I made with the target man. I changed him from attack to support, and he's been filling in the midfield. Oh no. He's been dropping into the right in this area here when we have attacking runs going, and that's been a big help. There's been a lot of space between the roaming playmaker, who's my left midfield. Oh, what a pass and what a try. Unfortunate miss. But I like what I'm seeing. All right. Guard against complacency. Don't think the job is done, because it definitely isn't. But there's much more from all of you, and I believe in you. So what I was saying was I set the target man position to support from attack, and they've been really, really meshing well with the roaming playmaker position, because that roaming playmaker just wasn't getting forward enough. And I'm not sure I want to commit to a full advanced playmaker for that, or go down to a box-to-box mid. Basically, I want somebody in that midfield that is going to be a target for attention, and that's what, for whatever reason, the roaming playmaker is. And I'm talking about attention from the opposition, not necessarily from my side. All right, so how are we doing here? Oh. Yes, that's a good one. Missed the header. Mergy was able to pick up on it. Over the top. Nice ball from Valentin. Jamison missed the header, and Mergy finally on a one-on-one rounds the keeper. 2-0 to Coruña to us. And he's well onside. Don't even try. You know what they say, though? 2-0 is one of the most dangerous score lines in soccer, especially modern soccer, where things can just turn on a dime. Yesterday was Sunday match between Wolverhampton Wolves and Brighton Albion, and get some good movement there on the wing there, and given Mergy some good shots. But yesterday the match between Wolves and Brighton was actually very interesting. Wolves were dominating the match, went up 1-0, and Brighton just came back with a 1-2 goal punch in like 1 minute and 35 seconds, or 2 minutes and 35 seconds, something like that. Very, very quick. All right, so they're taking the game wider here. Thankfully, they can't capitalize on it. What's going on here? Slightly faster, I guess. We finally got a yellow card from Soma. Zoho. And he's coming up big. All right, so what are they doing? They're wide. Nice try. Nice try. We're getting the balls over the top, and our strikers are getting some good opportunities here, and another score. I'm not sure how that went in, but I'll take it. 3-0 us. 3-0 Deportivo. Ogu with a shot in the busy. Oh, it was a header. Oh, and it bounced off the defender. Bounced off the back of the defender there. That's unfortunate for them, but, you know, we'll take it. And I don't normally go with attacking, but I guess on this, it's working out for this particular game. Oh, what a horrible shot. That should have been much better from Oku. But our ratings are going up. We're having a good game here. Oh, this might be Slimani. That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. I'm going to have to look him up. I think he was... I feel like he was in some bigger teams in Pamplona in the recent past. Could be wrong. There could be another player with the same name. A little too much space there, guys. I feel like I've seen a lot of players with the name Nacho Vidal as well. All right, so 70th minute is when the AI really kind of turns it on here. We'll see if we can hold them off. To be fair to them, they are having more time with the ball. Just not, ooh, come on, guys, you got to get back now. Great stop by Soma. I'll take that all day long. All right, now, some folks say you shouldn't make subs particular times of the game, but I'm a firm believer in, let's just see which one of these guys does better here. I'm a firm believer in if you got tired legs out there, make some subs to get you over the line. Okay. Keche is put Traver in here as well. Have at it. Beef up the back and get some more legs on the wing there. Traver might be able to nab a goal here, the way things are going. And let's see. I shouldn't make one more. Oh, I don't have the ability to do that, do I? No, I do not. I guess I could bump Shibasaki out to the left if I need to. Yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's see what happens here and put Vincente in as roaming playmaker. Give Vincente a little bit of time here. Really, I have all these players with the thought that the Spanish Cup, between the Spanish Cup and La Liga, I'll need a bunch of rotation. Ooh, they have gone to 3-4-1-2. That's curious. An unexpected goal. Unexpected goal. Why is it VAR? VAR, he was offside. Did they play the ball? None of them really played the ball, but you know what? I'll take it. I'll take a disallowed goal. Ah, Trevor nabs that goal. Top corner near post. Look at that. What a shot. Fighting his way back into the team here. Puts in the corner. Chumi passes it right back out to him. And he rockets it to the corner. Oh, not even the corner. Just rockets to the inside post. I'll take it. 4-0. I need to minimize that goal differential from Barcelona. Which, if you didn't see that game previously, you skipped ahead in the series in the video here. It was a 5-1 loss to Barcelona. You know, it's pretty crazy just how much goal differential can really help you out. And I don't know, I hate to keep saying the modern game, but I feel like modern soccer is just loads different than the game was 10, 15, certainly 20 years ago. All right. 4-0 win, 16 shots, 53% of the possession. I'm going to go passionate and say, well done, boys. There's a lot of laud that I've got to give these guys. Praise his performance. I mean, he assist and a goal. You were superb. You're welcome. Go through the post-match press conference here. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at each game as it comes. Yeah, I'll give him. I don't normally go that high, but do that one. Teams do start tentatively both halves. I'm pleased for the players that came into the team. Let's have a look here at these final ratings. I can talk to Uzo, Boveda, Chumi, Mads Pedersen. That's my left back. Ogu, Shibasaki. We already talked to Keche, Margie, and Traver. Traver get barely 10 minutes and an 8 rating. Love it. Love it. All right. Well, that was a fantastic way to... Oh. I wanted to check something quick. Go to Pamplona here. Players, senior squad. Slimani. That's where I've heard of him from. That's where I've heard of... Oh. That's where I've heard of him from. Okay. God, he's been all over the place. So I've seen him play, or maybe heard of him play for Newcastle, but mostly for Monaco. But it looks like he has been all over the place. He's 32 years old. He played 80 games for Sporting. Wow. Some good stats on him for a pressing forward, but just wasn't able to use that powerful striker. Wasn't able to use that to his advantage today, thankfully. I mean, goalkeeper came up Millhouse today for us. Let's go see how Mr. Francis Uzoho's doing. Getting some stat bumps there. I'm liking it. 6'5", big guy, 200 pounds, not that heavy, but having a good time. All right. Well, I think that's enough for this particular episode. 2 games and a bunch of non sequiturs. Thanks everyone for joining me. I hope you either subscribed or catch the next episode coming up next week, and look forward to seeing you then. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. See ya. Bye-bye.